Right there.
That's it. Oh, cool.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the live stream.
All right, so we're trying out live Paranormal TV made its big comeback. So we have a guest tonight. Richard Grieco is with us, and we're really excited to do this, with you and run this experiment again. And I think it should be pretty good.
I'm excited. I really am.
So I'm going to give it to her to tell you where we're at. And actually, we have the granddaughter of the owner too. So we brought her in. We have to verify any responses too that we might get. So we'll do just a general interview and talk to you for a little bit. Then we'll maybe do a little bit of experiment, see if we can get some interaction with the spirits.
Okay.
Okay, so we are at the historic Farnsworth House Inn in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. It is said to be one of the most haunted inns in America. So that's where we are live from tonight.
Yeah, and we investigate here quite often, and we have some of the craziest responses here. So, I thought this was a very great place to actually do this experiment at.
Definitely.
And what's cool is we're coming all from, different areas right now, and we'll see if, there's a common spirit ground here tonight.
Yeah.
So Richard, what have you been up to, though, since the last time we talked to you?
Oh, my God.
It's been a while. It didn't seem like it was that long ago, but it's been.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem it's been that long, but it's been a while. I mean, I've filmed 5 movies since we did Night of the Tommyknockers. Then I did Demon Pit up in Vegas. Then I did the Clown Motel. Actually, the version we did was actually the real version of the story about the Clown Motel and how things happened back in the 1800s when the Indians were slaughtered on that ground. So you saw the burial grounds and stuff like that. And then I stayed at the Bravada. Across the street from me was the Mizpah Hotel, which is supposed to be the most haunted hotel in America, which was really creepy because everything went nuts with all our sound equipment and everything, and everyone's batteries and stuff down in the basement where the kids were murdered or something like that. So anyways, did that, and then came back, went to Miami, went to Tampa first for one thing, came back, went back to Miami, doing a series called Paper Empire, and that's all been since January.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been busy.
You've been busy.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Wow. It makes me feel very unaccomplished. I guess. No, but it seems like every time we talk to you, you have another story of somewhere you've been that has that could possibly have crazy potential paranormal activity.
Yeah, I mean, when I was talking about the Mizpah Hotel and down in the freezer where those kids were found back in, I think, the early 1900s. I mean, think about that town in Tonopah and also Goldfield. There's so much death there and just so much despair and all the things that happened throughout the times from the 1830s up until the 1900s, up until the 21st century. I mean, my room at the Bavada, I was seeing the first time I was there. I walked in, and I know electrical currents, how they do things with bulbs and stuff like that. But this one, I mean, once they started talking about what happened at the Mizpah, the thing started doing Morse code. The light did. The light surges like this.
Yeah.
But this would go. And
That's
stop.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. And then I got really cold. And then, because that place was the first bank trust in Nevada back in the 1800s, or 1903. And then it was some crazy stuff up there.
Wow.
And the Clown Motel is just really eerie.
I want to go there.
I mean, you got the Clown Motel, right? And then you have that graveyard like right next to it. I mean, and it dates back to the early 1800s. You got a baby graveyard, which is just for small children and babies. Then you have a pet cemetery, like on the same, I mean, and you're talking right next to the hotel or motel.
Right.
That's weird.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah, for us, that's like our like
I'm like,
five
yeah.
star. That would be like the best location ever.
Yes.
I mean, but the Mizpah was just, everyone got freaked out in there. And I mean, people that were staying there moved out. I mean, it just a real uneasy. I had an uneasy feeling there for the first 4 or 5 nights. I think I got used to the energy there for a while. After a while, because when I first got there, I felt kind of ill, kind of weird, kind of just didn't feel. I just felt off. And then as 2 or 3 days went on, I kind of felt okay with everything there. I guess the energy there was just so weird. But when I first got there, I wanted to go. I just didn't want to be there at all.
Right.
Now, do you ever try to talk to the spirits or?
Oh yeah, I put this app on my phone called. I did it while I was there, called Ghost Tube, and I mean it probably doesn't work, but I mean, did that.
Yeah.
I'll show you something. Here's the
Yeah, a couple of friends of mine are the developers of GhostTube.
and
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure if it worked or not, but where's the light? Oh, here's one of them. I don't know if you guys can see that. No, you probably can't.
No, actually, we can. I think
No,
we
I
could.
think we can.
Yeah, I think we had it.
So let me go back. This is in the beginning when I first started talking to it. I don't know if you can see it, right?
I think if you go up a little bit, right there.
Up a little bit.
Yeah, that's
There
it.
we go.
We got it.
I think you're kind of seeing just a huge bright light, aren't you?
Yeah, we have a bright
well,
light,
yeah,
but you can
doing
see.
I mean,
There.
Yeah, that'll work.
well, let me go back and. Well, anyways, it was creepy as hell.
Well,
So-
what we'll have to do from this point forward is, I was gonna say we'll send you devices, but I think that will be selling us short. Is we'll have to do stuff like this next time you go to a place. Be like, hey,
Yeah.
we'll run the spirit boxes and stuff, because I don't know. Have you ever ran the spirit box?
No, I haven't, but I'd love to. I mean, I wish it's funny because I wish I had those things up there. That's why I downloaded things just to try to
Right.
get any kind of energy fields. I mean, but whoever designed that app, there was a time when that was happening and it did talk like 4 or 5 times. I mean, some weird shit, some strange stuff.
Right.
What does it say? Why? Go. Mention a name, which I didn't know the name. But
Wow.
anyways, it was the whole experience up there was an uneasy kind of feeling, and just the. I mean, if you guys ever go, I mean, they're really kind of they love when people like entertainers or actors or musicians or people in the paranormal, they love it. So they kind of they greet with open arms up there. They really do. So it's not like, go away, this and that. They really kind of, they kind of like when people come up and do it, because it actually helps them too, with, the
Right.
creepy,
Yeah, definitely.
so.
Well, with some of those apps or the spirit boxes or ghost boxes, sometimes you don't. Sometimes we're on the fence with if they use. I know I am more than her. Sometimes I'm like, does this work? What I found in this genre is you never can
You never know.
completely say something does or doesn't work, because on any given day a certain device can work, or a certain item can be haunted, or a location. There's no rhyme or reason. If there was, we would be out of business. And we were at a place last week that is a haunted museum. It has all haunted items. And when you walk in, he has a room that's actually labeled like the dark room. And to me, it's things that have like evil attachments to it. And sometimes that's a lot to take in. Just like mentally, is this legitimately a lot of like actual attachments? Like, how do you verify that? While we were there setting up, running a spirit box, and this was just like maybe 5 minutes into it, through the spirit box where we were getting, just as you heard, like it's like static and voices coming in reverse and stuff, clear as like we're talking. All of a sudden it says, "You're gonna die," and she looks at it. She's like,
Really?
She said, "Who's gonna die?" And the response was, "F you all," but it didn't say "F you all." It said "F you all."
Right.
And I could probably play that for you, and it would be as if we were just here. So like that right there just like solidifies that these spirit boxes are, there's something to it.
Yeah.
Like I can play you the file, and it's only 14 seconds long, so it's not going to cut too far into it. But I believe you should be able to hear it. And this will just give you an example of what we're going to do and the kind of responses we've got. So hopefully you can hear it. If not, I blame Rob.
You're gonna die.
Now, could you hear that okay?
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. So, and that was just
Really?
while we're setting up.
Oh, man. Yeah, that wasn't a good thing.
No, and we just kind of laughed it off and kept going. And, we wish we had more time there. But, it was
We were going to die, though.
You're going to die. You're going to die.
Apparently it didn't come to fruition yet. Though I had a bit of an incident today at a turnpike that I was like, hit or miss. I was driving in like rush hour traffic. I was driving, and the truck had I'm guessing a 12-foot ladder. It flew off the back of the truck on the
Just as
turnpike.
I called.
Just as she called. And I was watching the bounce, and I played the bounce which way I thought it was going to continue bouncing. And luckily, when I swerved into the other lane, there was no car next to me.
Wow.
And it was like, I don't know if you've ever driven to Pennsylvania Turnpike, but it's very hilly. And then on top of it, there's like
horrible
embankments and like the, one of those that had the concrete on the side and the mountain on their side.
I heard the bounce, though. That was the funniest part. I was like, well, that ain't good.
I might have said "F you all" or something too.
Someone's good at that.
So and that's after I thought of it, I'm like, oh, we cheated death again. That was.
I was super safe here at work, so it was okay.
But anyway, if you want, what we can do tonight is maybe run our spirit box.
Okay.
And Rob, what Rob does is he runs it through his office there, and you'll be able to hear it. We'll be able to hear it, and we could, when I said there's no rhyme or reason, we might be, since we're in one of the most haunted locations here in the United States, it might be a spirit connecting from here. It could be a spirit connecting with Rob. It could be a spirit connecting with yourself. So if you're cool with it, we can run it and see if anything's relevant. What we do is he'll run it, and then we'll ask a question. And if you want to participate and ask questions too, we can have you do it, and then he'll just you'll ask your question, then it'll run, and we'll see if we get any relevant responses.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so I guess we'll start off by asking a question. So if there are any spirits that want to come forward and talk to us tonight, make yourself known. Let us know your name. That would be greatly appreciated. Can you tell us your name?
I heard Adam.
Is Jeremy here?
I think it said
It
Jeremy.
just
I
did.
said Jeremy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did say Jeremy. Where's Jeremy at? It's a no. This is melting. Who else is here? We have Rob, Richard, Rob, Nikki, and Libby. Can you say any of our names through this?
Somebody said Libby.
Libby.
It did say Libby right away. Can you say hi to Richard? Say hi, Richard. Yeah, Mike said, and then of course I did.
Did you just say hi, Richard? Do you ever ask where are they right now?
It said write something right when you asked that question. I heard it say right here, write something. We'll go see. One nice thing about it, since it's recording, we go back and listen to it. We'll be able to pull out anything. But I think let's try again. So where are you? What? Any of the spirits that are communicating? Where are you coming from? Are you coming from our end, from Richard's end, Rob's end? What building are you at? It said Rob's end.
Be more specific.
It just said my last name too.
Where are you? Are you here in Gettysburg? Are there any spirits there with Richard? Zero. I think, Richard, we'll leave it up to you. If you want to ask any questions, you can take the floor on this.
Yeah, is there any spirits here with me right now? Do you like when people try to communicate with you?
Yeah, I heard you know me at some point.
Yeah, and it said somebody you something you.
I swear I heard you know me.
That's what I thought. I heard Richard, you
Uh-huh.
know me. There was a little bit of delay after Richard, but then it said, you know me.
Is that because you heard Jeremy first, right?
Well, yeah, I think the Jeremy was a straight response because
Yeah, that was
she
straight.
brought it up.
Yeah. I wonder
Well,
if it's still him. I wonder if it's still Jeremy talking.
Jeremy, is that you talking? Do you know me? Was that Jeremy or someone else? Who knows you? We'll go back, but I think when I said who knows you, as I was like right as I said to you, I think I said Richard. Yes.
So Jeremy, how do I know you?
Or is your name not Jeremy? If your name's not Jeremy, what's your name? Can you repeat your name, please? When I asked to repeat it, I believe it said, "What the hell, man?" I don't. I think it's it again.
Are you in Gettysburg right now, or are you in Los Angeles?
Who's the female that's trying to come through?
Where are you? Did you hear anything on that group of responses?
No, earlier I said Rich. When Richard first started.
I heard Nazi too.
We heard Nazi from our end,
We did.
which is bizarre.
They're Nazi. Is there more than one spirit there with Richard?
Very good.
I hate to say it, but it almost feels like the responses are coming from where you're at. Are you at home? Like, have you had any experiences at your house? Or they could be playing with us too.
Yeah, we've had some things. Did I bring anything back for me from Clinton Road in New Jersey?
Did you follow Richard home? Where did you follow him from?
Is your last name Niznik?
Richard, do you know Bob? Somebody said Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're significant.
Yeah, Bob. Haven't to you.
That was weird.
I know. I heard Easton.
What'd you hear?
Easton?
Easton?
Mm-hmm. And then after I said I heard Easton, it repeated me again.
Can some? I mean,
Does that have a message?
it's. I'm curious because I talked to you guys a little bit about Mulholland Drive, my house.
Yeah.
Remember with the black shadow that went in all the hallways and how people would get locked in doors and rooms and but that's when I used to play with this stuff, which wasn't good back then. But Clinton Road, I told you about that stuff.
Right.
And how that stuff happened at the hotel. And then when I talked to Michelle, she was in LA, a painting flew off the wall. And then I remember the dishes. Didn't a dish fly and broke? And that was the night where we supposedly the goat, that little boy that drowned on the bridge on Clinton Road.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that is, at the Bravada, I was sitting. It was kind of an ornate little room. I mean, it's a nice little suite where you walk in. You have the bed on the left, and real cool, old-fashioned old bed. And then you have these old lights, glass lights, and like chandeliers. And you walk to the right. It's a sitting room, a little couch, and a little table, then two chairs in front of the window. And I remember it overlooked the Mizpah. And I remember that's when that's the day after we came back from the Mizpah. That's when the lights started doing that thing. And then it would do it. Basically, I shut all the lights off, but left the bathroom light on. So, but now you guys are in Gettysburg right now.
Correct.
Yep.
I don't have a relative in Gettysburg, I don't think. I wonder what kind of message it has.
I don't know. We can ask.
We can find out.
Yeah.
I mean, what
Maybe it's gonna be you're gonna die if you all. That would be great.
like I said to you.
We got that one already.
I should just play that again and like be real sly about it. Be like, you're gonna
We
die.
can't be slick. So
You're gonna
No.
die.
Slick's not my.
Not your forte.
It's not my forte.
All right, so let's start it up.
Does
Does anybody have any messages for Richard?
It said hide and evil.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you say your name? What is your name?
It said Richard here. Tell us your message. You have a message for Richard? Dizzy?
Is there anything you want to say to me?
Tell us now.
I said love you, man.
Are you shooting some profanities at us? 'Cause I heard a couple profanities. So can you repeat them?
When was the last time I saw you? Did you kill yourself?
There was some really cool a woman's voice, kind of like rumbling or whispering.
See, I heard like mother effer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That too, but
I heard that.
Yeah, and like a-hole and stuff.
Yeah.
She just assumes they're talking about me or two.
Yeah, whenever they bring up a-hole, I'm like, Rob's right here.
It's a staple of our investigations.
Here, especially. That's funny, though. It's weird.
Yeah. So I don't know, what do you think, Richard? Do you think like you buy into the spirit box? Like I think there was some legitimate responses, like when we mentioned Jeremy and it repeated Jeremy.
Right, but I
back,
kept hearing your name too during that last
Your name
one.
came through a lot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I absolutely do.
It's awesome.
I mean,
Yeah, and I think that when we get a chance to listen back
Mhm.
and pull it up, we'll be able to like isolate the responses better.
Yeah.
Because what you hear in real time, a lot of times I would say 75% of the time we go back and listen to it, and I'm like, oh my God, that completely answered our question. It's just we didn't catch it in real time because there might have been like a louder voice coming over one
right. So it
maybe
gets
coming
crossed.
through, so it gets
Right.
crossed over, and then when you get a chance to listen to it and break it down, they're like, I'm right here, Richard Grieco.
Right. We're like, why didn't we hear that?
Yeah. So, we'll definitely get a chance to review it. I don't know if you wanted to ask anything else before, we don't want to tie up too much of your time, but, this is what we do and we're planning on doing it most of the night. So, you're free. If you want to ask any more questions or anything, we can, keep going a little bit.
What about Lucy? Does that mean anything to you?
What'd you say?
Lucy?
Lucy.
See, we heard it as like Izzy or Lizzie. Like we heard that multiple times.
She came through. There was a Lizzie, a Lucy.
Mother effer. If you know anybody, name that.
Let me try to slow it down. Let me slow down the sweep.
Okay.
Hold on.
I never get any messages through my phone. It was Carmen Reed.
What did she say?
She's like, "Do you want us to? Should we come now?" I was like, "I don't know." One of our friends are in town. I don't know if you know the story. I mean, you have to know the story, but it's Carmen Reed. She's from a haunting in Connecticut. She's the real life mom, and she's in town, and we're trying to get her to come and investigate with us tonight. Yeah. What was her maiden name or the name that the farm or the house that's all?
You're gonna ask me that?
Yeah, I was hoping.
I don't remember the name of that house either.
And I just saw it. It starts with an S. Her
Spencer.
name. No, it's like SH something. It's
Hold on.
it's with Lorraine Warren, and they came and investigated it. And
Oh shit!
it's one of the most prolific hauntings, like in the United States. Like people still go and visit the house.
Yeah.
Because I know when we were at the Grand Midway last week, there was a girl who came and they have the largest Ouija board. It's painted.
I can't pronounce that.
Yeah, it's
Snedeker.
Snedeker.
Sure.
It's the house in Connecticut, and it's it's the like one of the most famous hauntings, and she was here, and that's so I apologize for getting a message at this late, but I was going to have her come because
is she going to come there tonight?
Either tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
So if you want one in on it, we're doing it again. And what's interesting is right underneath us, literally underneath us in the cellar, it said that Lorraine Warren, who investigated her house and was here and painted. Can you tell a story?
Yeah, she painted a symbol on the door where she feels there's a darker presence or entity. And she put a cross and a circle and said, "Don't let anybody back there."
Really?
So,
and that's at our feet.
we're like right above it.
Yeah, and so we figured with Carmen and that tie, we
had a really weird thing, Carmen and I, right here with our dowsing rods. Remember, they were like spinning like this, and then all of a sudden we were like stopped, and they just stopped on a dime, and we both looked at each other like, "Whoa!" It was crazy.
Yeah, so we're always trying for some kind of cool angle, and I thought the fact that she was in town, it would be great to have her come. So
oh hell yeah,
that's our next
endeavor.
thing. So.
I mean, you guys being there right now, do you guys? I mean, hi, Libby.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
You guys feel any? Did you guys when you walked back when you walked behind when you left? Not Libby.
Yeah.
When you walked behind, where did you go?
I went over to the corner.
Well, you know what's interesting is if you see behind Libby's head, there's a device.
Yeah.
And did you see that spike?
Yeah, a spike went like this.
Yeah, when we were doing that, and that only spikes based on it's a paranormal device. We have it there.
I wonder what it was. Okay.
Yeah. So that's a device. And I was watching it spike, and it's for us. We have to watch it, through the window to see it. So but I believe it's been going off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has. I've been watching it.
What you should do is move it over towards Rob. Maybe
it just looks like she's an angel.
Yeah.
No, the other way.
Wait, if I'm sitting here.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe over a little bit more. Keep going. No, the other way.
There you go.
Out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
and-
yeah, that's a good spot.
Well, that's what I was going to mention. We didn't actually mention that, but that is one of the things that during setup we had that going, and I saw the flickering. So
Mm-hmm. I did too.
Yeah.
that'll definitely read. But yeah, this place we came and investigated in 2018,
Mhm.
and we liked it so much you ended up getting a job here.
I refused to leave, so they hired me.
Oh, really?
And you know what's
Awesome.
ironic is the reason that we joke about like the profanities and stuff
Mhm.
is we ran a ghost box probably 20 feet from here.
Yeah.
And we're in the dining area and there's a tavern right behind us that connected between the kitchen
Okay.
area. And in the tavern, I was called asshole like 24 times in 10
Yes.
minutes. It just
Really?
kept saying asshole. As I was like, not me. And they're like, yeah, you asshole.
Yeah,
Like,
we
it
were
was like,
literally dealing
every
with the
time I would
most
try-
intelligent entity we've ever communicated with because it was 100% on point. So it was definitely an intelligent entity.
and like all of our devices, which it said that we don't have our dowsing rods. So like here, the hauntings and everything go back so far that people still use like dowsing rods, and you can still have activity. Because I think the spirits are actually used to
They like that.
using like the old technology, which is like because now we come up with all these new devices and all these things that
Right.
light up and dance around if we want to dance around. But if you get the dowsing rods here, which I don't know if you've ever used them or not, but they actually work here, and I'm
Yeah.
like very skeptical on those. Like
Where's
I
the
can
one where you can see if you put, let's say hypothetically you there's a empty space in the corner of that room to your left, my right, and those meters where you can do it, and sometimes you can see like a physical. What is that?
Oh, an
meter?
SLS.
Yeah.
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 We have one of those too here.
Yeah.
We don't have it out though.
But they work here. I know that there's activity. Strangely enough, I am like very strict and very not. It's hard for me to believe a photo. And for here, we've taken photos and I've seen photos that I don't understand.
I've had things thrown at me in this room that we're
Really?
in right now. Yes. It was the best night ever.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And it's a full functioning bed and breakfast. So whenever you guys want to
Oh, that's awesome! Really?
yeah, you can. Like Jeremy has his own room called the Jeremy Room, and you can stay in the Jeremy Room. And they have blocks out, and a lot of times people will come back and the blocks will be moved. Or
Oh yeah.
I don't think they've ever like spelled out you're gonna die or anything.
No, there's not enough.
That would be
blocks.
fantastic.
We'll give him a few more so he can spell out a long phrase. But he likes to mess with money and take people's keys, their glasses. He
Really?
likes to mess with people's shoes. He's kind of a trickster. He's cool.
That would actually be really cool. And that's
Yeah.
Jeremy. That's Jeremy.
Yeah.
And then with that supposedly evil entity in the cellar,
Mhm.
and the cellar is one of those. It's an original cellar. What are
It's
some
really
of the
cool stuff.
It was used as a field hospital, or whatever. Was it a morgue? It was.
That's where they would have drugged the bodies.
Yeah, so the bodies were actually down.
It was
were
kind
there.
of more of a crawl space at that point. And it was like basically they were working on bodies up here, like doing surgery up here. And when the people were dead, they just kind of drug them down the stairs. And that's actually where the family who resided in the house during the time of the battle would have like hunkered down in the
Right.
crawl space, like cellar.
So and then go ahead,
House
sir.
you're in now. How old is that house?
So the back portion of the house was built in 1810, and then the brick
Okay.
part on the front was built in 1833.
Wow.
Yeah, super old.
really.
And then I think like the one thing that like draws a lot of people here is so correct me if I'm wrong, but the one civilian casualty of the Civil War was Jenny Wade, and Jenny
Right.
Wade was actually said to be shot from the attic here by a sniper.
Yeah.
So
A
you know,
sharpshooter, yeah.
it was from this attic. So we'd go up in the attic, investigate there, and we've had responses like
Oh yeah.
insane responses. Like, are you a soldier? Yes, I'm a soldier.
Mhm.
Like clear.
Wow.
So that's people come from all over, like history buffs stuff, just to stay here because of that, that connection.
Yeah.
And then people come here to look for ghosts because we've got those too. So we're kind of like the perfect mix of both.
That's awesome.
And Libby just invited you, so you whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely come.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really an interesting place and a lot, and it's one of those that like we'll investigate, say today, and it'll be completely different tomorrow.
Oh, totally.
Right.
Like you never know what you're gonna get. I mean, there's some staple asshole comments and stuff that'll come through, but yeah, besides that, it's like
Yeah.
you might get like a little kid one time,
Mhm.
and you might get, we have clips of like a little kid saying, thanks, daddy, or I asked like the simplest question, like, what's your favorite color? And the response was orange. And these are like responses like we're talking.
Yeah, just as clear as day. Amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if you want to if you want to stay and we can have Rob run it on the slower down version and see if you
So
get
we're
anything.
gonna- yeah. So,
Yeah, do it one more time. So we'll leave it to you if you want to ask any questions. We'll see if we get something to come through.
so
Hey, Richard, if you want me to get you a ghost box, because I build the ghost boxes, so if you want me to get you a ghost box, just let me know and I'll get your information. I'll just send you one.
awesome. That's awesome, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, no worries.
The
What's
person we were talking to before, Gettysburg and Los Angeles. Are you standing on my right now? You're really fat, aren't you?
Somebody said yes.
I wonder if it's that mad guy. That's the problem.
What is your name?
What are you mad at?
Do you have any kind of message you want to say right now? Your name again?
Who's the child that's who just speaks out?
Is that a name that's ever been mentioned here?
Not that I know of.
Sissy.
He just said Heidi.
I swear I heard Lizzie. We heard Lizzie like 5 or 6 times. I don't know. If your name is Lizzie, can you repeat that? Let us know you're here.
Somebody said Miss Paul.
If you're Lizzie, where are you from?
What is the one thing you want to say to us right now?
She's something shit. Before we turn this off, we had mentioned some of the responses we got. One was a little kid. Can the little kid here make themselves known? Come talk to us.
Just said Libby.
What is that?
It just said Libby.
All right, we're coming down the end. This is your last chance. What do you want to tell us?
All right. Is there anything you want to say? A message you want to say?
Said Libby after 10 seconds. Wait, why are we waiting? Why are we waiting?
We're gonna end this session soon. Does anybody have any last?
Are you American or French? Parlez-vous français? Oui?
Answered American. You guys want to keep going? You wanna end it?
We can cut it off. I'm sure.
Wow.
What'd you
That was
guys
a lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff.
There was a lot of stuff coming through. There was a lot of cussing coming through.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you ghost town with us. You get a lot of cussing. That's
I taught them everyone they know.
You seem to swear at you a lot.
Yeah.
I swear a lot, so they picked it up from me.
Yeah, I think we told you the one time when we felt she was overtaken by a spirit. And the reason why I knew is because she didn't swear for like at least 5 minutes. It was
Oh,
bizarre.
really?
Yeah, I have a potty mouth. I make sailors blush.
I was like, wait a minute, who are you?
And I didn't cuss.
It turned out she was a funeral home owner named Mr. Wills.
Who
And,
knew?
Wow.
I don't know if we actually told you that story when we had you on air before, but it was actually one of the weirdest things I've ever seen.
I don't remember any of
She
it.
actually became a guy named Mr. Wills.
Really?
All in a day's work. I don't remember any of it. We have it on video, part of it.
We were filming, and
I would like to watch.
I couldn't find her. I was like, where you can feel someone sitting next to you or standing next to you, and she sometimes wanders off. And I thought she wandered off, but she was actually looked like she was tying her shoe. But then she always like, well, I had boots on. Don't you know they don't have ties? And then we get into the whole thing that I don't know about women's fashion. But anyway, she was down there for like maybe 2 minutes. It looked like she was tying her shoes, and I like picked her up, and when I picked her up, like her expression, her everything was just gone. Like she didn't even look like the same person.
It was weird to watch on camera because I had my face was totally weird. It was totally different. It was weird.
And unfortunately, we were in the basement, so I had to get her up to the first floor, and it was like she couldn't figure out how to walk. She was walking like on her ankles. I was
like the Billie Eilish video.
holding her,
Really?
and it was like a little kid trying to jerk out of my arms. And we get to the main floor. We've never been there before. We didn't even get our walkthrough. You usually get like an official walkthrough from the owners. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden she points down the hallway and she's like, I need to go to my offices. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? You need to go to your office. And she just gave me like this weird smirk. And I was like, all right, we need to get outside. And we got outside and she's just telling me about how the area has gone down over the years and stuff. It's her very first time in Ohio, like Cleveland.
Yeah.
So like I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I looked at her.
Weird.
I was like, who are you? And she just did like this weird smirk again. And then she sat down in a chair and just like looked real weird, so kind of rocking back and forth and stuff. And then after like 5 minutes, she's like, hey, how's it going? Or something like that. It was like she was like snapped out of it.
I don't remember any of it, but I watched it on video.
My favorite part for like a week or maybe like a couple weeks afterwards when I call her.
It was like years.
Maybe I should do it again. Is I'd always call and I'd ask to talk to Mr. Wills. Like, is Mr. Wills there? She's like, it's not funny. It's been a year.
No, I said other things.
Not effing funny. And that was the other thing. Is like she was real. It was like real drawn out speech, real slow, and she has a bit of a southern accent. And so, that was gone. No swearing. It was just another person. I've never seen anything like that before or after. And
wow,
it was weird.
It was super weird. So if you ever want to go there, we can take you there too.
The place is awesome.
If you ever want to be Mr. Wills.
No, that's my cue.
So, all right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you guys. Appreciate
if
it.
you ever want to do this again, this is we
Or come
travel
here.
around or come here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Libby
Yeah,
already said you're
anytime
invited.
you want to come, we'd love to have you here.
it'd be
I
fun.
would love
I
to
think it'd
come.
be fun.
It would
Do
be
some
fun, actually.
investigating and
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
You can be called an asshole.
I have all the
25
toys
Yeah.
for you to do it with, so anytime.
Perfect.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a good
Yeah,
night.
that's a lot of fun. And thanks for joining us.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you, Rob, for doing all this too.
Get your info to get you a box. I'll get you a box out.
You got my number, right?
Yeah, I got you. I'll
Yeah,
give it
you-
over to him, and then
Okay, perfect.
Got
Awesome.
it. Yeah,
we'll
we'll
get your address, and then you'll send you out an official Rob Hernandez box, which we use.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I appreciate that.
You
Thank
got
you.
it.
No worries, man.
Thank you.
Have a good weekend.
Thank you, you
Bye.
too.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I
Wow,
think
guys,
that worked out.
That was so cool.
that was amazing.
Definitely.
I think a lot of the responses were something that was
Crazy.
crazy, and there was a lot of
Is there
names.
like a German
I think
spirit?
so.
I swear they're for the.
They kept saying like nine,
It just
nine,
seems
nine,
so yeah.
and they actually said Nazi. So I
They
didn't want to
did.
bring this up. There's got to be some
We
kind
heard
of
that
tie.
earlier though, but
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
notice like the German kind of
Yeah.
accent until like towards
Was
the
that
end.
was scanning just regular radio, or was that internet radio? What was that scanning when we were hearing it the last time? Slow down.
It's scanning. They're all scanning just regular radio. And then
Wow.
what it does is it goes through my ghost box, and then it goes through a reverse. It's just a little board like this.
Do you guys have like a local Nazi radio station?
So it's just a
Yeah.
little board like this.
Which you know the irony on
The irony is.
the irony.
Yeah, so yeah, it just goes in and then out and then back out to my mixer, and then it goes out to
Right.
the internet.
Yeah,
That's
it's super weird
crazy.
because we heard Nazi. We were hearing like a bunch of like
Yeah.
German words,
And cuss words too.
which could be. I don't
It
know.
just seemed like the accent changed.
There was
Yeah, it totally did.
There was a lot of undertone voices coming through when Richard was
Mm-hmm.
talking and he was asking questions,
Mhm.
and it sounded like there was a female trying to talk, but she was like in the background, and it was hard to hear what she was saying. But she said it sounded like she said her name was Lucille or something like that, and then
We
she,
kept hearing Lucy.
Yeah, we heard the Lucy as well. And what at the very end when I said we were gonna go, I heard wait, and I said it again, and I said wait, like it had something to tell us.
Yeah.
But it never officially. I mean that we captured. We'll
It
see.
might have.
It might have.
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty interesting. What I found is when he would immediately finish his sentence, he would get an immediate answer.
yeah,
Like I think we could have cut it like within 5 seconds, and he would have got an answer right there. So when
Yeah.
we look back at it,
Definitely.
I think with almost when he's done speaking, if not like almost done speaking, is when the answer's already coming through for him.
yeah. And like I said, there's somebody named Lucy that was trying to get in touch with him. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was a girl named Lucy saying that he needs to come to the historic Farnsworth House Inn in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and that he needs to use a Rob Hernandez ghost box there. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. I don't know about you
I
all.
heard that as well.
Yeah.
It was like it was a full paragraph,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah.
and it really liked live
Mm-hmm.
paranormal TV.
Yeah. On all social media platforms.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. Once like we said, when you watch the playback, you'll hear a lot more than what we actually heard,
yeah.
because it's going so fast. When you go back through and you're like, wait a minute, I don't remember hearing that,
Right.
So
So what we're going to do for people who are listening now and watching, we're going to take the video and listen to it and then cut it back up and put up clips. So you'll be able to, hear the clips, watch the interaction within the next week or so. And we're going to, fine tune everything and get a final copy up and probably just put some clips up too, because I think there's a lot of good clips there.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
yeah, no, I think that there's a lot. So we're gonna do a couple of more streams tomorrow. We're gonna do 2 more.
Yeah, so we have Mark Anthony, the psychic lawyer.
Yes.
And he was a guest a couple times on our podcast. We really hit it off well with him, and you can check him out on Facebook. He'll be on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then tomorrow night we have Harvey Outhouse, who does a lot of remote viewing and stuff.
Yes.
And
We love Harvey.
I think we might have tipped our hand that Carmen Reed is here. And she texted us during the stream, which was cool, but yet also distracting and unprofessional. But what were the odds of like Carmen
It
Reed?
happens. If it's Carmen Reed, you answer. It's okay.
So, we'll have her at some point tomorrow, and that will be like an impromptu thing where I'm going to call you and be like, hey, she's here. We need to go live.
Now's the time, Rob.
Yeah.
And then you'll be like, okay.
I mean, I have my at 11:30 11:45 p.m. or it's actually 2:45
way past our bedtime is what you're saying. Just say way past your bedtime. And we'll be good.
a.m.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we won't. I don't think she'll be coming by then to do it.
So I don't know if she was up and at it like at 12:30. So
I'll
see.
be doing 3 shows tomorrow.
Yes.
Maybe 4. You
Maybe
never know.
4.
You never know what you're going to throw at you.
Because you're the bomb.
You'll probably never talk to us again.
You'll be like, they're annoying. Oh, ignore.
These people again. Well, thanks everyone for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Rob. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Rob.
It was a lot of fun. So,
and I do think that device was going off the
I
parallel.
do. It was definitely.
yeah, I think next time we'll just position it where it is now. I think
I'm just gonna wear it as a hat.
Not behind my head.
You
I'm
can
gonna
wear it
on
you
top
can
of my
wear it
head.
on your head, and it'll just be perfect.
so. Lisa was on here commenting.
I'm
So Lisa's
not even sure what that says.
I do. She said stay up late.
they have late left.
We're laughing.
Yeah. Oh, I see. You can actually bring those up. That's a good.
Love that.
I like that.
Love that feature.
Too bad you can't
Yeah.
bring it up and like change the font to like giant size for people who can't see well.
All right, blind boy.
So yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff. We can bring those up.
That's she wrote
Bring
a dream.
Yes.
So if we want somebody to follow us, we can do something like that. We can do all kinds of stuff.
Yay. Love it.
And
That'll be fun.
if they're not,
So anyway, well, they're back. They're back.
I don't know what happened. It's as soon as I said shame on you,
I
it
went-
cut the feed.
And
That
it
was
was like,
super weird. The spirits were like, you can't say that.
I can do all kinds of stuff.
You're
I'm
pretty
gonna make
bomb,
the
man.
live paranormal banner up here with black with white letterings boxed out. So
Next,
then
if we have him on again, the Richard Grieco, we got to have it where you cut to the night at the Roxbury. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah.
When they're in line and he drives up in like a yellow Lamborghini,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Is that him?" And it's like,
Yeah.
"I think it is." Richard Grieco, the
That
king
King
of
of
21.
21 Jump Street.
You need to play that clip to introduce him.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
can all start going.
That'd be funny.
I don't know if it'll be well received by him, but it'll be
It'll
well
probably be,
received by us.
typical.
Oh yeah, no, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, then we got to plan them. For
Yeah,
next
we
time.
need to actually just see if he'll do it, just to come back on, just so we can do that, because that's amazing.
I just want to do the head thing. Though.
It is. That's my favorite part. Favorite part of the movie.
When I said Richard Grieco earlier, he was like, "No. You mean the king of 21 Jump Street?" I'm like, "Okay, Rob, whatever. Yes, the king of 21 Jump
for
Street."
those of you who have not seen the movie, go to YouTube and just type in Night at the Roxbury Richard Grieco,
Yeah,
and it'll show him pulling up. And I believe it's a yellow Lamborghini.
it is.
It's
I'm gonna have to watch it tonight now.
yeah, just to see that, because that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty funny.
I
All
haven't
right,
seen
well,
that movie.
yeah, well, thanks to everyone for joining us. Thanks to
Thank
Rob.
you.
Thanks
Thank you,
to
Libby,
Libby for
allowing us to do this.
allowing us to do this and having a halo over our head for the.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We'll start
Well,
calling
thank-
her Angel, which would be kind of awkward.
Yeah, please don't.
I definitely need to get out.
You-
All right.
All right.
We'll see everyone tomorrow.
Thank
Rob, I'll talk to
you.
you soon. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.